Alright, hey guys, it's TsubakiSwagg! And I'm coming to you with my first impression of Beautiful Bones, Sakurano's investigation. And this show looks like it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. I can't wait to see what happens. I mean, of course, it starts off like these kids are walking to school and there's a dead cat in the road, and I guess he's the main character, or one of the main characters. He buries the cat underneath the cherry tree, and they say that you're supposed to bury dead people under a cherry tree. But pretty much his whole story, from what I can tell, is he met this princess and she loves bones. She is an osteologist, which is a person who studies the bones of dead creatures, and she collects all these bones. But it seems like every time that they are together, whenever she is looking for bones, they end up finding human remains. So this whole episode was them like going to the beach looking for bones, and she told him that if he was good and he found something awesome, that she would get him some shrimp, because they saw a shrimp place on their way to the beach. So he was digging around and he found a human skull, and the human skull looked like, from what she told him, that person was killed from brute force, and didn't necessarily die or wash in from sea, but they were murdered because there was a huge crack in the forehead. So he called the police, and she was pissed, which I thought was actually pretty funny. So the police came and they were about to take her to the police station, but she told them that the person died over 100 years ago, so it really wouldn't make any sense for them to go looking for the killer, because the person is almost positive is probably dead. If they're not, they're about to die anyway, so it really wouldn't make any sense to put them in jail. But so yeah, so she wanted to keep the skull, but of course they weren't going to let her keep the skull. And while they were driving to the police station, they came across a double suicide, which she told them that it was a homicide. It wasn't actually a suicide, and she went into depth about why it wasn't a suicide once they did get to the police station, because her uncle was actually like a forensic investigator or something, and he helped the police department in many cases. So she learned a lot of things from her uncle, from what I can tell, and she was able to pretty much tell them that it wasn't a murder, it wasn't a suicide, it was a double homicide, and they were trying to cover it up as a double suicide. And she gave them all these reasons. She went into depth. It was pretty fucking awesome. I wasn't expecting that in the slightest, but I'm so, like, this show looks like it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. And just the artistry of the show, even the parts when she was like analyzing the crime scene and they showed all of the like skeletons walking past her, was so fucking beautiful. Oh my god, I was not prepared for the epicness that was that. So yeah, so as always, if you have not seen the show, I would suggest you go watch it. It's actually really pretty good. It was a little slow starting off, but once it got into the episode, it was actually pretty awesome. And I love the main character, Sakurako, because she is like the perfect blend of sarcasm and beauty. So yeah, I'm so looking forward to seeing what happens in the next episode. So yeah, so as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.